What number episode? Already did that. Hello everybody, I hope you're keeping well. This is Wolf with two F's and you're watching episode 6 of How to Release a Single in 4 weeks. Yeah. So it's been a little while since I've released an episode of this. It isn't that I haven't been doing stuff, it's just that I haven't had a chance to sit down and talk about what I've been doing, but I have been doing a lot of stuff. This episode is focused primarily on one thing: press releases. Lots of different things come together in one neat little package that you can put a link in an email and send to people you want to know about your new single. We're going to go through the things that are in my press release. The first thing you'll need is a Dropbox account. I would suggest making one for your artist name, and that way you can have a specific one for your musical endeavors. So what do I have in my press release package on Dropbox? So the first thing I have in my press release is a downloadable WAV of the single, which is very important, especially if you're sending it to radio, so they just have the track right there and then if they want to play it. Important thing to note, my track is explicit in that it has a swear word in it, which is this line here. I'm the same motherfucker with a different name. So if you have a clean radio friendly version of it, you should also include that and label them very, very clearly so that they don't play the expletive one on daytime radio. Number 2 in the press release is the single artwork. If you're sending it to people who are going to write reviews about your track, sometimes they like to put the artwork of the single in the article. Third thing that I have in my press release folder on Dropbox is press images. And I have 4 press images, and I have them in portrait and landscape. And the reason I have portrait and landscape options available is so that the publisher of the blog or the article has an option of which orientation of image to use, which suits their layout of their website the best, essentially. So always give them options so that they have it there to hand. So I haven't had any new press images taken in a while. So I grabbed the camera and I grabbed Mrs. Wolff and we went and we found somewhere cool to take some photos. I actually ended up getting 80 really good quality photos that we could use for Instagram and all, like Twitter and all that kind of stuff. And the reason I'm telling you this is that I hear a lot of people saying, oh, we're just waiting to get some money together so we get some photos. Don't wait. If you need photos right now for a press release, don't put off the press release or your single release because you don't have photos. Everybody has a phone. Get your friend and take some photos. Don't be too precious about it, but you do not have to spend money to get photos. If you need photos, just go and take them yourself. DIY is class. I highly recommend it. So when it came to writing the actual text for the press release, and the way I structured the actual PDF of the press release was that at the top it says for immediate release, meaning that you can talk about this right now. And the artist name, so Wolff, just below that, the headline. So I'm releasing my new single, Freak Like Me, on the 13th of October 2017. And then you're supposed to write a little bit about maybe the song or how it came to be or the reason why. And I hate it. I started writing, I deleted, I started writing, I deleted, I copied, I pasted. I went to slightly left of center on the press release side of things. So this paragraph that people are going to be reading, hopefully initially when they open this email, here's what I said. It's not that I'm not bothered writing a press release. I can't describe the meaning of the song or the thoughts behind the song or the reason I wrote the song better than the song describes itself, essentially. And it might seem like a bit of a cop-out, but it felt really honest, it felt really me, it felt personal, kind of gave a little bit of the story of why the song's written. I like what I said. That's the kind of paragraph, the kind of elevator pitch. Just below that I put the tour dates I had upcoming. I also put the artwork for the single, just to the right of the tour dates. And the final thing that was on the press release PDF was the biography. So the bio has more of a, sounds like, blues and rock and fire and trash and all that kind of stuff. So any little tidbits of information that you can stuff in there that will make you look awesome. And then the body of the email is basically just like, hello, I'm delighted to share with you my new single, which is released on the 13th of October 2017. And then if I have any specific requests, if they're a blog that writes about singles or does reviews of singles, I'll ask them if they would like to do a single review there. Make sure you get the person's name right. Make sure that what you're asking for, that website actually does. Send as many emails as you can. The more emails you send, the more chance you have of getting press coverage. And use that press coverage to get more press coverage, and make sure that when someone writes about your music or tweets about music or plays your music on a radio show, that you are actively telling your followers about that and that everyone should get behind it. And that everyone should support you. So, thank you for watching How to Release a Single in 4 weeks. I'm rambling now. I'm very excited though. The single comes out this week. Friday the 13th of October. Freak Like Me. It's the first actual single I've released as Wolff. I've talked for, this is 20 minutes of talking. I've been Wolff with 2 Fs, and I will see you very soon. Get the single when it comes out, and then get tickets for the Spiegel tent. Wolff and Fan Club, Wexford Spiegel tent, 17th October. Get your tickets now. Also, when the single comes out, get it on iTunes. Get it to the top of the charts. Boom. Boom.